Hi everybody, welcome to Aikidoflow. Now, this is the dark side of the streets. It's dangerous out here these days, you know. I know in London, you know, fortunately we don't have, you know, the guns and all that. Well, there are guns, but not as many as in some other countries. But our issue is knives. Loads of people carry knives, and if you're going to get injured, it's very likely it's going to be from a knife attack. So there are things you need to know when it comes to getting a knife attack, when you're getting attacked by a knife, certain things you need to know. So today we're going to have a look at this. 3 things you need to know when it comes to somebody attacking you with a knife, okay? Somebody who attacks you with a knife, they will try to do all sorts of stuff to get at you with that knife. And the main thing you want to do is that you need to understand is that you will get cut. Just don't get stabbed. You know, being cut and being stabbed are 2 different things. You know, don't get me wrong, cuts can kill you, but a stab will kill you a lot quicker. Okay, at least if you get cut, you might actually be able to make it to hospital at the time. So for example, you know, Jason's got a knife, looks really dangerous. Look at that. So someone who's attacking you with a knife, they might slash, okay? Now, if you slash, your instinct is to protect your face, your vital organs, whatever. You're gonna get cut. You're gonna get cut, without a doubt. The aim is not to get stabbed. If you take a knife to the belly, you're gonna get stabbed. And all your vital organs are there, and once they punch up something in there, that's it, you could die within seconds, okay? So there aren't many ways to block a knife, but the main thing to block a knife from a stab is here. Try and keep that way for your body, but they're gonna draw it back and carry on trying to stab you. And at some point, you're gonna have to do something here, you know, you're gonna have to do, you know, something along here or something other. You're gonna have to do something. You can't just keep on letting them slash with that knife, okay? So that's one thing, that's the first one. Remember, you will get cut, just do not get stabbed, okay? Second thing you need to know. If you're up against an attacker and you see the knife, you're lucky, okay? Because if you can see the knife, that means they're using the knife to threaten you potentially and scare you into giving them whatever it is they want from you. So if you do see it, whatever they want, your phone, your wallet, whatever, give it to them. Give it straight to them, because they're just using it as a tool in order to scare you, you know, to let you know that they are armed and to know that you could potentially get hurt. So give them whatever they want. And then you're lucky if you see it, because times I've witnessed somebody get stabbed and I didn't even see the knife. I didn't see the knife. It was like a situation where the person, they were arguing with somebody and they were arguing, they was doing this, they were doing this, doing that, and then they just went like that. That's all they did, was like that. And then suddenly the guy starts backing off. He calls his mate, says, "Come mate, let's go." His mate wanted to argue some more because even the mate didn't see it. And he ran off, and it's only when I went up to talk to the guy, I saw blood start seeping through, and it took probably about 30 seconds for the blood to come through. He had a white t-shirt on, and it started to seep through. And then called an ambulance. Fortunately, he made it, and fortunately, I think the blade was only quite small. But it was just so quick. I thought he'd just done that on his chest, but it was just like that. And I didn't even see it. His mate didn't see it. His mate was standing right beside him, and that's how quick it was. So if you don't see it, you want to see it. Trust me, if you see it, then hopefully they're not going to use it on you. They're just trying to threaten you. Third thing you need to know about when it comes to knife attacks, okay, is your attacker in a situation where someone's trying to stab you and it turns into a bit of a struggle. They're just as scared as you are, because they know, okay, they've tried to hurt you with this knife. They've tried to stab you, potentially kill you. And they know if you get that knife from them, you're going to do the same thing to them. Or at least that's what they're thinking. You may not. You may just take the knife and throw it away. But that's what they're thinking. They don't want to lose this knife. Once they've attacked you with it and the struggle has started, they do not want to lose that knife. So they are just as scared as you. So understand, when somebody is scared and they're in that situation, their adrenaline is going to be up. It's going to be very difficult to get that knife from that person. Even if you're able to perform a technique like a wrist lock or something like that, they're not going to want to let go. They're going to hold onto that knife for dear life, because once they feel they're going to lose that knife, their life is now in danger. So they're not going to let go so easily. So in that situation, you need to go all out. You need to do whatever you can. And if you drop that person down to the ground and still holding that knife, if you've got to stamp on their head, stamp on their head. Do what you got to do, because right now your life is in danger, and you need to do what you got to do, because once that starts and it all goes a bit haywire, they're going to use it on you. Even if their intention wasn't to, their intention was to scare you, stab you, slash you, now they're scared. And believe me, when it gets to that point, there's more of a chance, there's more of a risk that you will end up getting killed, because right now they're in fight and flight mode, and their aim is to now preserve their life, and they'd rather take your life if they need to preserve their own life. And they will take your life if they think there's a chance that you will get that knife and take their life. So just remember that. So if you can, run away, move away. You know, if you can't run, give them what they want. But it's a tough situation to be in. But just remember that. Just remember that if you are going to try and disarm them of that knife and take it from them, you need to be as brutal as you can, simply because they will panic and feel like their lives in danger as well. We've also got our online training where we teach you all our techniques, Aikidoflow techniques, from the way we learnt them to the way we perform them today. We've also got merchandise, so look at the links below, get yourself a hoodie, t-shirt, vest, hat, whatever it is you want from the Aikidoflow store. So, in conclusion, hopefully you'll never be in a situation where you need to defend yourself from a knife, but these 3 points we discussed, they're things that you need to remember about knife attacks, and understand that there's a good chance you'll survive if you follow those certain steps and understand those few rules. There's a good chance you'll survive, but just do your best to get out of there. And if you need to, if you're wearing a jacket, take it off, wrap it around your arm, protect yourself, you know, at all costs. And if you need to take the knife, make sure that if you're trying to get the knife in person, you destroy them. You know, if you need to, you know, choke them, whatever, put a foot in the neck or whatever you need to do it. Because right now you need to preserve your life. And as long as you're not willing, you're not going to stab that person, at least they will survive this situation as well. Rather 2 people survive than 1 person survives in that situation. But I hope this helps, and hopefully this will never happen to you. And if it does, hopefully you'll remember these tips and you'll come out of it alive. Take care.